I recently had the pleasure of talking with Yati. Yati is an amazing YouTube teacher from the channel English is My Passion, and she became fluent in English in just about a year. She has tons of great content, and some of my favorite videos she has up are self-study tips. So I invited her on the channel to share her top 3 self-study tips to help you guys become fluent in English in 2021. Very excited to be speaking with Yati today. As I mentioned, she is the host of English is My Passion. She's been putting out some really great content, and first thing I wanted to do is just congratulate you on your recent success, Yati.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I feel appreciated.
Yeah. Why don't you tell my viewers a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your YouTube channel?
Sure. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Yati, and if you have no idea how to pronounce it, it is Yati. Hope it is easy. And I'm a university student. I major in IT, even though I literally have no idea what it really is. I work as an English teacher. I am from Myanmar, and I was born and brought up in Myanmar. I'm a pure Burmese. Yeah, and I am the founder of English is My Passion Facebook page and YouTube channel.
And I know that my viewers are excited to hear about how you became fluent in a year, and you have a lot of really great tips on your channel. So if you guys want to check out all of her tips, make sure to check out her channel. I will be leaving a link in the description. You'll be seeing it up here. But would you just share your top 3 tips for self-study?
So just a minute has always been my favorite technique that I always recommend to everybody at every level, because as long as they have consistency, curiosity, and patience, it works for them. So yeah, but there are some rules that you have to follow. Let me tell you the rules. So the first one is you cannot pause. You must not pause more than 3 seconds. Okay, and you must not use too many fillers, such as even though these are my favorite fillers. And then you must not say like the same thing repeatedly, over and over again. So yeah, these are the bottom rules when you want to practice just a minute method. So in the first round, we're going to pick a topic, okay? And then you must not prepare for it, but you have to talk about it. You have to speak about it for a minute without preparing. So should we start?
Sure. I'm nervous because I love to say and but this is actually really good practice for anyone who's trying to do public speaking, I would say, because you don't want to have those pregnant pauses, as we call them sometimes. I don't know what I'm looking around for. Why don't you choose a topic for me, and I will be ready with my timer when you are. You can give me a topic and I'll do my best.
Sure. So my topic for you is you look excited.
I'm so scared.
My topic for you is 3 disadvantages of technology.
Well, I have to say that there are so many advantages to technology, one of which is the fact that you and I can have this wonderful conversation together. However, there are clearly also disadvantages, and let me share those with you. Facebook. When Facebook first started, I hated it so much because I felt like it was this exclusive club where the cool people would hang out with each other and communicate, and I thought it was very vain that people were showing their photos. And to this day, I don't like Facebook all that much. Not because it feels like an exclusive club. At this point, everyone's using Facebook. But I don't feel like you could have genuine conversations online. And I suppose if social media counts as technology, then that would be one of the disadvantages. Apparently, I've already been speaking for a minute, so I'm done. Wow.
If you have to talk about 3 disadvantages, and then you have to speak a little bit faster, right? So that you can fit into the time limit. Before you start the second round, you can prepare for it. You can take some time to prepare for it. So I usually organize like some thoughts that were scattered in the first round. I don't write down every little thing, but I write down the main points that I'd like to include. So the final round is like if there are any more ideas that you want to add. Sometimes people think that, oh, if I add some more idea, it's not going to fit into the time limit. So and then you can add your ideas in the final round. So in the final round, you can take as much as you want. You can take as much time as you want, as long as you can speak about it by following the rules, and like as long as you have something more to bring up. And I usually record myself in the final round so that I can vividly see like how much progress I'm making as time goes by. So I can compare myself, a month ago versus now versus maybe a month after.
That's awesome. I'm all blurry. I had a question for you. You said that you will record yourself. Do you find that there's an advantage to watching yourself speak on video and reviewing the way that you speak on a video compared to just listening to yourself in an audio recording?
Definitely, I think there's like a kind of a big difference. Audio only is that, of course, I can hear, my voice, I can still listen to it, but when it is like when I speak in a video, when I record myself, I can see my mouth position basically, how my mouth is working, like while I'm speaking English. And since I am a person who cares a lot about pronunciation, and that's why I always like kind of record myself so that I can see my mouth position.
So
That's
I don't know if that was one of your tips, but that's certainly an excellent tip. Recording yourself, watching yourself speak so you can really get an idea of what you sound like and what you look like while you're speaking. Cool.
yeah, and it's encouraging, to watch these videos. Like I still have the videos like that I recorded maybe months ago. I compare myself, and then I feel like, oh, okay, I have made a lot of progress. It's kind of you can feel encouraged, like looking back on these days. I mean, looking back on watching these videos again.
All right, what's your next tip for study here?
Okay, next tip. The second tip is for those who like to practice reading, English reading and speaking skills. So what you have to do is pick an article. And I personally love the articles from the Medium application. And what is that? New York Times and nationalgeographic.com, like such kind of websites, but it depends on your interest. It's up to you. But anyway, like you pick a topic and then you read an article, you learn new words, right, from that article. And then you need to record the words, maybe in notes application or in a book, whatever. So after reading the article, speak about it. I mean, actually, you need to summarize it and say the summary in English. And then what you have to do is to make up your own story using the words that you've learned from this article. And this way you'll be able to know how to use the words properly in context, plus you'll be able to practice English speaking. And you can apply this method not only in reading articles, but also in watching YouTube videos or listening to podcasts, whatever.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And what was your third and final tip for my viewers here?
Okay, third and final tip is for those who'd like to practice English listening and speaking skills. So, my suggestion is whenever you listen to something in English, I want you to do it actively, and when you listen to it attentively, you can recognize the way they connect the sounds, the way they reduce like certain phrases and words, and the way they form a new sound by connecting like two separate sounds. For example, last year, let it be last year. But I found out that most of the people say it last year, like they connect it, right? That's how I and then I copy it and I apply it in my like kind of conversations, So yeah, that's how we have to do, and that's fine. Like that's how people speak English on a day-to-day basis. That's the way people really speak English. They don't speak English like separately, word by word, So and that's why if you like to practice like connecting the sounds, linking the sounds, rejection, etc., I suggest you listen to something carefully and then really recognizing how they do it. So should we do a demonstration? I really want to show them.
Yeah. I would love a demonstration. What have you got for us?
Actually, I pick a video from the FLUENT series. So here, I'm gonna show you guys.
Hi.
Hi.
You, wanted to see me?
Yeah. Here's a box of your stuff.
What?
It's just like hats and shirt and CDs, just sort of stuff that you've left here.
So here, just sort of stuff that you've left here. And she said that that's you, because when we connect T and U, it becomes CH, and then that's you, right? That you've left here instead of that you've left here. And just sort of stuff, when you're just sort of stuff that you've left here, you can speak more smoothly,
What are you doing? Are you trying to hurt me?
See, he said, what are you doing? We don't say, what are you doing? Just, what are you doing? What are you doing? Right? That's, whenever you're going to ask this question, you can say, what are you doing?
No. Ross, it just seems that, it's time.
See? It just seems that,
we, move on.
We move on. We don't say move on. We connect the vowel like v and then on. It becomes a move on, right? Because it is really in Myanmar to drop the ending sounds. Instead of move on, they say like move on. Like they drop the V sound because we don't have the ending sounds in Myanmar, like Burmese language, and that's why they say like move on. And then actually you need to say move on.
I really love that example. The cool thing also, if you're using YouTube in particular, you can always slow the video down. So if you really are having a hard time, you could find out exactly what it sounds like in slow motion and kind of speed up gradually, which I've shown videos about before. But yeah, awesome tips, like really great tips. And like I was saying, you guys, if you want more of these tips, her channel is full of them. She has recently had a nice big growth in her YouTube channel for good reason. She's putting out great content. Did you have anything else you wanted to share with them before I let you go here?
Actually, that's all I want to share. But I want you guys to know that it is possible to learn English and to acquire a language without even having visited a country, like an English-speaking country, or without having lived there, so I just want you guys to know that it's all about persistence and patience, and also curiosity, as I've mentioned. So when you have curiosity, when you have patience, when you really put things into practice, and that I believe that one day your hard work is going to pay off. So yeah, I just want to encourage you that it is totally possible, to become fluent in English without even taking a course.
Like I said, you guys, subscribe to her channel. You could subscribe to her channel here. You can watch one of her videos here. I'll put something good up there. They're all good. But thank you so much for joining me.